Surprise! Boy, I ain't even gonna front. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna hold you. I forgot how to use OBS Studio, and I had to kind of remind myself how to do all this craziness. So my fault that took damn near 9 minutes to figure all this out, but yeah. Hopefully they come out with a software where you just click one button and everything just works at that point in time. But I think I got it all figured out now. I think I got it all figured out. So now, oh, it's a mad echo. Well, I got to fix that, huh? Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me see. Now I don't know why this thing echoing like that. Is it really bad? Is it really bad? It shouldn't be too bad now. It should be a little bit better now. It should be a little bit better now. Switch voice chat. Hey, while y'all playing, Switch voice chat was before its time, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Switch voice chat was before its time. I mean, we had to, you know, the games that barely got voice chat on it. You know what I mean? If we go way back to the Wii, we had Wii Speak playing the conduit and all that other craziness. If anybody remember those games, but mm, 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 mm. But but we're here, and I thought it was about time that I did something. You know what I mean? About time I did something. So it's still echoing. I done closed all the tabs now. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I don't know why it's doing that. Cause I done closed everything. Everything's already closed. So, what's that favorite saying from that TV show? I'm back. I'm back for the first time, like Ludacris up in this thing. But um, it's been way too long since I didn't do a video, so I had to come out here and drop some content. Drop that Heal Truth Live. You know I speak nothing but the gospel. The gaming gospel is nothing has changed. Trust me, I've been just staying in the loop from afar, just watching what's going on here on YouTube every now and then. You know what I mean? And and I think a lot of stuff is funny, so I had to come out here and just speak my 2 cents, or what I like to call it, speak the facts and nothing but the facts. I preach nothing but the damn gospel. That's all I do. I got to give it to you straight, raw and uncut, so it can hit y'all like dynamite. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't even know which one to start with. First and foremost, I want to send out congratulations to Nintendo. Congratulations on winning the 2023 Game of the Year with Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. If we're just being quite honest, it's not a game that's going to beat it. Once again, they made a masterpiece. I'm halfway through it because don't have much time to devote to gaming as I used to, and I decided to be one of those people that just wanted to do all the side quests and side adventures and just build shit for no reason. So I'll eventually finish the story, but it's that game that really captivates you, and you're not in a rush to beat anything because you're enjoying yourself and everything else you're doing. But that game is a masterpiece. I don't know how you can top Breath of the Wild, but they managed to do it. So I would be remiss if I don't come out here and give them props for that, because it is 2023 Game of the Year. It's just nothing going to beat it. So now that we got that out of the way, Now we got to talk about the topics that are at hand, as you can see per your title page. A PS5 Pro. We got to talk about the next generation Switch. So you know I had to return for that. And as you can see with my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful black face down in the right hand corner, that was the launch night of the original Switch when I got it at midnight. So I had to make sure that was on here. So you know I had to return for the next generation Switch. And then we got to talk about the state of Xbox. Where is it at right now? And where is it going to go going into the next year? So if y'all have anything else y'all want me to fill my 2 cents on, or the gaming gospel on, just tell me in the chat and I'll do it. Because, I ain't been here in a while. So I know y'all want me to talk about certain things that y'all ain't hear me talk about. I'll give my 2 cents on it. I'll give the hill truth on it. I'll give the gospel on it. Just tell me what it is. But first and foremost, what the hell is a PS5 Pro? Now, I know I'm not the only one. I can't be the only one that thinks this, but to me, it feels like these generation of consoles, where I could call them current gen now, it feels like current gen just started a couple of months ago. Simply because of the hardware restrictions, and not the restrictions, the hardware availability. And the fact of the matter is that no developers were even developing games for the damn thing that was exclusively for those platforms. Now we're finally seeing this cross-gen garbage finally end. And now you're starting to see games exclusively come out for the Series X and the PS5. This generation just started, to be honest with you. It really just started. So the fact of the matter is that PS5 Pro is even a headline is laughable to me, because they haven't created any fucking games for these platforms yet. And how you gonna come out with a Pro? Nobody had any chance to actually create anything exclusively for these two consoles yet, but you're already coming out with a damn Pro. That makes no sense to me. That makes absolutely no sense to me. You know what that is? That is asinine. That is completely asinine. I mean, this is the first year Madden's finally exclusively on the Series X and the PS5. What I mean by exclusively is that the flagship development of the game this year was done on PS5 and Series X, while the last gen consoles are going to suffer. Now you see it with other games, like with Tekken coming out. You've seen it with Street Fighter 6. And this is going to be the norm. It just started. So the fact of the matter is that we talking about some quote unquote mid-gen upgrade is completely asinine to me. It's buffoonery. It's dumbassery to me. I don't understand Sony. So as long as I've been going, Sony is still doing the same bullshit they've been doing. I don't understand it. The PS4 Pro was dumb and it was garbage. If they do a PS5 Pro, that's dumb and garbage, especially when your console ain't even got on its own 2 feet yet. You know what I mean? What is the only game that's been developed exclusively for the PS5 hardware in mind? I think it's Final Fantasy 16, I believe. I don't think it was one before that, because everything else was cross-gen before that. And the Spider-Man game, obviously, that's coming out this year, even though that doesn't look much next-gen itself. So, but that's another story. So, but yeah, so we talking about a PS5 Pro. These developers just finally got their feet wet, and we talking about a damn mid-gen upgrade. That's just insane to me. I don't believe the rumor, but when it comes to Sony rumors, they always turn out to be true. And this has got to be the dumbest thing ever. I don't know how you sell a Pro, because people already are finally being able to, afford the consoles they have now. And with the state of the economy, you're going to try to put out a Pro or something at a higher price? What are you thinking? That is dumbassery at its top level. Like, I don't get that. Well, yeah, okay, Ratchet and Clank, I did forget about that game. Did anybody really buy that game? So I guess it was Ratchet and Clank and then Final Fantasy 16. But that's still only 2 games. And these systems almost been out. What year is this? This year 3.5, right? 2 games that have been exclusively developed for these platforms. I guess on Xbox you can count Hi-Fi Rush, I guess. Even though that wasn't a big budget title, but But yeah, it's what, 1 to 3 games maximum that have taken advantage of these new hardware and these new consoles, and we talking about mid-gen upgrades. It's just buffoonery to me. It's absolutely buffoonery. Now, a PS5 Slim, yes, because the PS5 right now looks like it needs going intermittent fasting diet because that shit is way too thick and way too big around the waist. But I would welcome a PS5 Slim. Yeah, I'll do that. With a PS5 Pro, that's just buffoonery to me. I don't understand that at all. I don't think that needs to happen whatsoever. And looking at their Sony needs to be more focused on what their lineup is, not in the PS5 mid-gen upgrade. I mean, outside of Spider-Man that's coming out this fall, it ain't really much to look forward to. I gotta stop reading text messages while I'm live. I always get distracted. It ain't really much to look forward to down the pipeline when it comes to Sony and the PS5 and exclusives. And even Jim Ryan will really tell you that with the way they've been crying over Microsoft acquiring Activision for the last 6 to something damn months. They've been crying about this acquisition. And then at the end of the whole damn thing, they ended up signing the 10-year contract anyway. Man, I don't know. This y'all favorite company for some damn reason. I don't know. Well, somebody said Returnal. Well, Returnal, I'm gonna be honest with you. Returnal didn't really look like a next gen quality game. It looked like something that could have been done on PS4. I'm being straight honest with you. So, and games should look like that in the beginning of the generation of a new console. Once the developers get used to the system, they'll pump more power out of it. So, you know what I mean? We'll see what happens. But, yeah, mid-gen upgrades. Nah, I ain't feeling that, son. We don't need to do that, bruh. We don't need to do that. It's just not needed. Your console is finally taking off with the developers now, so we're finally leaving the PS4 and the Xbox One behind. Thank God. It took way longer than I expected. And I was trying to tell people this when the PS5 and the Series X first launched. I tried to tell people not to jump over the hoop and get these systems because it's not going to be worth it, because everything that's going to come out, you're going to play on your PS4 and Xbox One. And that has been true up until this date. Up until Street Fighter 6 came out. That's the first major AAA major game that wasn't available on PS4 and Xbox One. It took that long. So now we got to talk about me adopting into the system now, because right now I have an obligation to buy either one of these systems. I still haven't bought one yet. I haven't bought a Series X. I haven't bought a PS5. I've been leaning towards Series X, simply because of the game I'm about to talk about now, which is Starfield. Trust me, initially I got excited for the Series X because Perfect Dark is coming back. I don't want to hear no slander about my baby Joanna Dark. She was it. She held it down for us on the N64. Y'all, if y'all wasn't there, y'all can't talk. I ain't talking about Perfect Dark Zero on Xbox 360 where Rare was fucking trash at that point. But, you know, Perfect Dark on N64 is a masterpiece, and it's a classic in gaming. And if you wasn't there, you will not understand how this game had us in a headlock, because it was that damn good. So I want to see Perfect Dark come back. It's one of my favorite shooters of all time. We're just going to act like Perfect Dark Zero did not happen. We're just going to, kind of like how Sony did with God of War. They act like God of War Ascension didn't happen, and we're just going to skip it and move on. That's what we're going to do with Perfect Dark, because I have so much faith into this new Perfect Dark with the new developers. So I'm looking forward to that. But Starfield really has blown my mind. And I went on record to say this before. I think Starfield is going to be Xbox's Breath of the Wild. It's going to have that type of impact on the Xbox brand. Everything I've seen in this game looks absolutely spectacular. I have no gripes about this game. They thought of so many things in this game, and I think that has a lot to do with them, seeing other open world games taking it to a whole nother level, aka Breath of the Wild, and they added so much depth to this game. You can do so much in this game. That's the type of immersion you need to see in open world games. It has to be that standard. What you see out of Starfield, and obviously what you see out of Tears of the Kingdom, that it has to be that standard. Even though Starfield is lacking on the world interactivity, but that's every open world game now that ain't called Legend of Zelda. So you really can't, you really can't fault it on that. For some reason, other developers have not been able to crack that code of interactivity with the actual open world, except Nintendo for some reason. And they wasn't the ones really making open world games for decades, and that's the funny part. So, but Starfield has everything else: the customization, the depth, the story, the graphics, obviously, and in the lore of it. Everything about this game is really up my alley, and I'm really excited for it. I think it's going to be the only game that's going to come close to reviewing as high as Tears of the Kingdom. I don't think any other game is going to come close. I don't think Spider-Man is going to come close. I don't think anything else will come close. I think Starfield is this game. It's going to be a defining moment for Bethesda, number one, because they have to still redeem themselves some bit. It's going to be a defining moment for Phil Spencer and the Xbox brand, especially after Phil been capping all it for these last 2 years. You know what I mean? I mean, they showed up the last showcase and showed us all these games they've been working on. Good job with them. But now we have to deliver on the quality. We have to deliver on the quality, and I think Starfield is going to deliver that. This is their biggest, most ambitious game Bethesda has ever made. And this is probably the most polished game Bethesda will ever make. Just looking at it from the standpoint of what the game looked like when we first seen it and what the game looks like now. Obviously, they took kind of a Nintendo approach and said, "Hey, we're gonna take half a year to a year to actually just polish the hell out of this game," and it looks really, really good, and I think that's going to be the defining moment. That's going to be the Breath of the Wild for Xbox, man. I truly, truly, truly believe that, and that's why I'm leaning toward the Xbox Series X. PS5. I probably would get both, to be honest with you, but the Series X probably is going to come first because I really want to play that Starfield game. I definitely want to play that Starfield game. I also like what I seen out of Fable, so I probably want to play that too down the line. But I definitely want to play the Starfield game. And plus, I'm a Madden guy, so once Madden switches consoles, I gotta hop on board. You know what I mean? But hey, you never know. Madden might make a return to a Nintendo platform soon. So, which brings me to the other topic: the next generation Switch. Everybody laughed when Nintendo first told y'all, right, that the Switch was going to have a 10-year lifespan. And I'll be damned if they told the truth and didn't lie. Because sometimes I forget this system came out in 2017. And here we are about to be 2024. And this system is definitely going to hit that 10-year mark. It's definitely going to hit that 10-year mark. Not only is it probably going to pass the sales of the Wii and become one of the greatest selling consoles of all time. It's going to hit that 10-year mark because you got to understand, once Nintendo comes out with a new platform, the other platform is going to continue to get supported, especially when you got 100 million consoles out there. So they're going to actually hit that 10-year mark, which is pretty crazy. So I think the Switch is going to hit a sales mark that probably ain't never going to get touched because the system is still selling. You know what I mean? And I'm ready. I'm ready for it. 2024, fall 2024 seems right up the alley. Everything is planned out. It's pretty much lining up to what they was telling us before. I think it's definitely happening. With the reports coming out saying it's another hybrid console, I'm not shocked. I told people when the Switch first came out, the hybrid console is the new norm. That is going to be the way to go. People are on the go way too much now to just be stuck in the living room. Hybrid console is the way to go. And people want portability. So there's no point. There's no point. Oh wait, Switch already passed the Wii. What was the numbers for the Wii? Cause I forgot. Cause I know it was over 100 million. I know it was well over 100 million. I know Switch was close last time I had checked it. I didn't know the Switch passed it yet. But no, the Wii was over 100 million. I don't know the exact number, but it was over 100 million. But yeah, everything lines up to what they were telling us before about when this next system was going to come out. So 2024 sounds about right to me. The thing about it that kind of makes me a little bit, I don't know what the right word is, kind of makes me a little bit nervous is that we know this system is not going to launch with a Zelda game. We just got Breath of the Wild and we just got Tears of the Kingdom, so Zelda's out of the equation. There's been so many great games that came out. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 just recently came out, so we're not going to have a Xenoblade that launches with this either. The only thing that I think is a surefire guarantee besides Call of Duty, which they signed a 10-year contract with, so kudos on that. Call of Duty will be a day one thing on the next gen Nintendo platform, which is a good thing. The only thing that's kind of a guarantee to me is Metroid Prime 4. I think it's done for the Switch. I don't think it's happening anymore. I don't think it's happening anymore. I think it's done for the Switch. I think that I say that simply because we know they restarted the development process. And if this system is coming out in 2024, which everything is pointing toward that, it's the only thing I could think of that can launch with a system that ain't, Mario or Zelda. It has to be Metroid Prime 4. It definitely has to be that. And the next thing that actually got me thinking that's an actual guarantee, because I'm really put a guarantee on it, is Mario Kart 9. It has to be the next Mario Kart game. I think people forgot Mario Kart 8 came out in 2014. We've been playing the same damn Mario Kart game for 10 damn years. That is insane. So, and the fact of the matter is they obviously going to want this new system to sell very well out the gate. And what better way to do that than the greatest system seller ever in Mario Kart, and, debuting on the console. So I think there's just three games that are definitely guaranteed for this system when it comes out. Metroid Prime 4, Mario Kart 9, and whatever Call of Duty game is happening. I think that's a great lineup, to be honest with you. I don't see the next core Mario game coming out. I separate the 3D and the 2D Mario games. They're not the same to me. So Odyssey came out when 2017. So we're due for definitely a big budget core Mario game. But I can't see them relying on that, even though Mario is a system seller for sure. We know that. It's been proven over last generations. But the way Mario Kart 8 was able to hold up two different systems in the Wii U and Switch, the business decision obviously has to be Mario Kart 9. There's just so many people that play Mario Kart. If you want to move a system out of the gate, Mario Kart 9 is probably the no-brainer, dog. It has to be the no-brainer. And Metroid is obviously there for the core audience, even though I think Metroid could be a system seller now. Metroid Dread sold over 3 million. Congrats on that. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing for the Metroid franchise. A lot of people really thought that game wasn't even going to hit 1 million. Laughing at them now. So, and that wasn't even the Metroid game people wanted. That's the crazy thing about it. It was a 2D Metroid game. So just imagine what, the game that we want in Metroid Prime, the first person shooter / adventure, and just imagine what that game would do. So I think it's probably gonna be Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart 9, and Metroid Prime 4 that's gonna kick off this system. I think there's probably the only way we can really try to breathe new life into Samus. That's that's the thing I really think about. I think that's the only way we could really breathe new life into Samus. Put her out there and see if she can launch the console off. Outside of those two games, I can't really think of nothing else. You just got Splatoon 3, so it ain't gonna be a Splatoon either. It ain't gonna be a Xenoblade Chronicles game. Monolith Soft is working on something. We just don't know what the hell it is. It's probably not gonna be a Pokemon game either. Thank God, because they need a whole intervention over there at Game Freak and the Pokemon Company. They've been doing terrible. N64 trees, flat grass, just terrible, dog. Just don't get me started on that. I don't want to get started on that again, man. I don't want to get started on that again. But yeah, I think Metroid Prime 4 and Mario Kart 9. That's my predictions. Somebody mentioned the 3D Donkey Kong game. I don't know about that. I don't know. The market for Donkey Kong right now is kind of non-existent. To be honest with you, I don't think we want no more Donkey Kong game right now. I don't think nobody really want that. A 3D Mario. I mean, you know what? I would say this. Could they really launch the next generation Switch? And by the way, I hope it's called Super Nintendo Switch. I will not accept any other name. This it's just right there. It's right there. It's easy marketing. Super Nintendo Switch. That has to be the name. It can't not be anything else. I don't want it to be called Switch 2, Switch nothing, Switch squared. I don't want to hear none of that. Super Nintendo Switch. It has to be. That has to be the name. It has to be the name. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, like I was saying before, we do for a 3D Mario game. So I wouldn't. It wouldn't really shock me if Nintendo throws out a lineup of Metroid Prime 4, the next 3D Mario game, and Mario Kart 9. That's kind of overkill, though. I don't ever see them putting a 3D Mario game right next to a Mario Kart coming together at the same time. But hell, this is the same company that gave us Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey in the same damn year, months apart. So who knows? it's possible. So, but we got to see that. And no, Metroid Prime 4 is not going to be a cross-gen title. Absolutely not. That's one of the things I'm kind of scared of, because we did that multiple times already. We did that on the Wii, and we did that on the Switch and the Wii U. I don't want to see that again. I really don't. Just let Samus be herself in all her, next generation glory. I don't want to see that cross-gen. I really don't. I really don't. Something like Mario Kart 9 wouldn't be cross-gen, because y'all gotta understand, it was Metro Prime 4 has a chance to be that, but something like Mario Kart 9 will absolutely not be that. Simply because you're trying to just migrate people over from the old Switch to the new one. So if you're really trying to move Switches out of the gate, it's not gonna be too much of that cross-gen crap going on. It's just not. I don't see that at all. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be Prime 4 and Mario something. Let's put it like that. 3D Mario or Mario Kart 9. That's my prediction. That's what I'm sticking to. I know this Metro Prime 4 is gonna be hell of a beast. They've been working on it for how damn long, bro? How long they been working on this damn game? When did this game first get announced? When we seen that JPEG, and we all got excited for no damn reason, because we never seen anything ever again. Oh shit, boy. I don't even remember. Damn, what year was that? I gotta look that up real quick. Metroid Prime 4. Metroid Prime 4 announcement. Oh, Metroid Prime 4 announcement, bruh. E3 27. God. Oh my God. Yo. It went the whole generation. It never came out. Yeah, y'all gonna have to go ahead and let that girl be by herself on the next generation platform. Don't do this cross-gen thing to her, man. Don't do this cross-gen thing. She don't deserve that. She don't deserve that. Yeah, it was E3. It was definitely E3. Um, I didn't. Reggie was still working with the company at that time. Now you know how that's a long time ago. Damn, man, they really finessed us with that one. But I ain't got no problem with it. As long as it comes out and I will love it. It'll be great. The system we need to name Super Nintendo Switch, and the game would be called Super Metroid Prime 4. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect right there. Go ahead and lock it in as an advertisement. That's the marketing right there. That's the marketing. Super Metroid Prime 4. There we go. There we go. That's exactly what we're gonna call it right there. So outside of that, I don't see nothing else. I don't see nothing else being a launch title for the Switch, for the Super Nintendo Switch. I don't see nothing else, man. Because quite honestly, everything else has already came out just recently, so we know we're not going to get anything from that. Oh yeah, I did forget. Street Fighter 6 is on PS4. Is it on? Is it? Yeah, it's only on PS4. I'm pretty sure it doesn't run like the Series X and the PS5 one. But yeah, the majority of people I see playing it is on PS5 Series X, so I guess it really didn't matter that it came out on PS4 anyway. Oh hell no, hell no. So, oh man, we got some people I ain't seen in so long in this chat. Man, I ain't see these names in forever, boy. What is going on? Oh, the End Up Nation, man. That's so long ago. That is so long ago, bro. That is like watching a documentary now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a documentary at this damn point. End Up Nation, that's a documentary at this point. So no, this somebody came here and said salutations. Somebody kick him out of the chat. There's one thing that is annoying me is somebody just say salutations. Like I don't want to hear that damn. Just say hello. Just say what up. What's good? What's going on? Like salutations. Oh god. Oh man, you ever met them salutations type of people in real life? Oh my goodness, man. They'll talk your damn ear off, bruh. I tell you. You're something else. Salutations. Nah, don't kick him out. Whoever that was. But y'all gotta. Other than that, unless y'all got some different ideas of what possibly these launch titles could be, those are my three. I'm just happy that we're finally gonna get Call of Duty back on the Nintendo platform. I love Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on the Wii U. That was the best version. I don't care what anybody tells you. We still got to use the Wiimote controls and the motion controls. We had dual screen capabilities. It was great. And we had voice chat at launch. A lot of people didn't know that about the Wii U version of Black Ops 2. We had voice chat at launch. The very first day it came out. So, I'm very excited about Call of Duty. So, I think, it's one thing I do want to talk about real quick. How all of a sudden I was proven right again. But it did take a couple of years. I was proved right again. People argued me down about EA's Frostbite engine. And all of a sudden now the Frostbite engine is on the Nintendo Switch and it's on the new soccer game. I've been trying to tell y'all from the beginning that EA is full of shit. And they've been full of shit. So, man, that's just crazy to me that, the Switch missed out on a lot of games for no damn reason at all. It was really ridiculous. It was really, really damn ridiculous, man. Oh, Chris up in here? Oh, man, he come with that. Oh, man. Oh, we got some super chats. Let's see. Let's read some of this. Uh, Matthew Hammond. That name sounds familiar. Even though I ain't been on here in like centuries, I still remember everybody's names. I just can't remember who were the troublemakers though. He was like, "It's nice to see you. It's going to be a massive change with Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo's like doing something different," and that's kind of the main thing. One of the main things I want to talk about. What is going to be the what I call the innovative, industry changing feature of the next generation Switch? Because I can't really think of anything. Um, every time you try to guess it, you're always wrong, and they always come out and do something pretty crazy that surprises you. I mean, for every generation since the GameCube, it's been very unpredictable, and we've been pleasantly surprised every damn time. The Wii was a pleasant surprise. I love that thing. The Wii U was a pleasant surprise, even though a lot of people didn't take to it. Um, and now, and now stuff that went on the Wii U, now people want to do now, and the Switch was a pleasant surprise too. There's no going back from the hybrid console, so we're in a weird spot. I don't know what else they can do, but I'm pretty sure if they already got developer kits out in the wild and partners already have them, they got something for us that's going to be crazy. Um, they got something for us that's going to be crazy, man. Yeah, it was kind of funny with Sony making their own Wii U with the Project Q. That was hilarious when I seen that. I was like, so you basically making a Wii U gamepad for the PS5. We did that back in 2014, and everybody shitted on it. And now it's 2023, and we really making a Wii U gamepad for the PS5. I have nothing else to say. I mean, people really slept on the Wii U. It was really good technology, man. I loved every moment that I had with that game, with that system. But yeah, man, Matthew Hammond. I don't know what that feature is going to be. I'm confused. I don't know what else they can possibly do. Obviously, we know it's going to be more powerful, and Nintendo hasn't been talking more about power lately than they ever have before, which makes me think this system is probably going to be um, more powerful than people are expecting. I'm gonna say that much because they've been very vocal about you know processing power in their systems over the last like 7 to 9 months. Like they've been really talking about that aspect for a minute. So I think this system is gonna be way more powerful. And the fact of the matter is that Microsoft obviously knows this system exists since they signed a 10-year deal, so they already know they probably already know the bare minimum capabilities of this system. So it's going to be it's going to be interesting. The hybrid console is the future, man. Gone is the console that just stays exclusively in your living room. It's just not a thing anymore. Like everybody, they like to do everything on their phones. They like to do everything on the go. They like everything to be convenient. I'm not saying the living room is extinct because, yeah, when you have time and you at home, you definitely want to play in your living room or your bedroom with that giant ass TV that you got. That's nothing ever is going to beat that experience, but we can't do that all the time. So I don't know what the next feature could be, bro. I have no idea. Um, I wish motion controls could come back in some way or form, but that would be hard to do. Or maybe it won't be hard to do. Maybe there'll be something they'll do on this system where we get some kind of super advanced tech that we had from the Wii, and because I miss some of the motion control games. Like golf was the shit on the Wii. Bowling was the shit. Shooters most definitely were outstanding on the Wii. Regardless of what people tell you, dude, once you played a shooter on the Wii, you didn't want to play a shooter any other way. It was the most intuitive, natural way to play a shooter, and it took me so long to not get used to that anymore, and get back to the dual analog of, dual analog since the PS2 days. Like I want that feeling back. You know what I mean? I want that feeling back. Conduit Online was absolutely trash. It was absolutely trash. I mean, we played the hell out of it. That's for sure. We played the hell out of that damn game. But it was garbage. There was only two games, two guns that was worth a damn on that game. Only two of them, and that all CNI wasn't worth a damn. It didn't really do anything. But hey, it made graphics on the Wii look good, so we all just hopped on the damn thing. But yeah, the motion controls now. The shooters don't work like they did on the Wii. Obviously, because you don't have the point feature like you had with the Wii. So, but that made all the difference. If anybody played Red Steel 2 on the Wii, you know what I'm talking about. It made all the difference, man. It made all the difference. So we got another super chat here. Does Nintendo bring back analog triggers? I think they will go with high refresh rates at 1080p and zero lag, 4K upscaling. As far as like processing power with that, 4K 60 wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't. At this point, they had the technology to do it. At this point, but you know, Nintendo's gonna not want to price it so far out of people's price range. But I think this would probably be the most expensive Nintendo console to ever have a launch price. I think it's gonna be the most expensive launch price of a Nintendo console. I believe that part. Because they pretty much have the library to do it now, but they still want to keep it affordable. So 4K upscaling, yeah, but if it does native 4K, I would not be shocked. It wouldn't shock me at all. So that's how I feel about it. I think it's gonna come out with the size of it and the components. Yes. See, people know. Yes, Red Steel 2 was goated with motion control. That was the pinnacle of motion controls and shooters was Red Steel 2. And unfortunately, a lot of people didn't buy Red Steel 2 because of that catfish game, Red Steel 1, that launched with the Wii. So a lot of people didn't get the experience what Red Steel 2 was really like. Yeah, I think it's at $400. I really do. It's at $400. $350 would be something that I think it will do as well. It's not gonna be lower than $350. It's gonna be $350 to $400. Would they adopt a cell phone model approach to the next generation Switch? That's something that can obviously be a thing where you pay more for more space. So maybe they have a 350 model, they have a 400 model, they may have a 450 model. You know what I mean? So it's just you get more, you get more room, you get more space. Yes, Red Steel was a catfish game, man. That was the biggest catfish in gaming fucking history. I don't think any game ever had that much hype, that much coverage, had so many promises, and did not deliver on not one single one of them damn promises. Not one. Not one, bro. And I had that game at launch. I had that game when it first came out. That game did not deliver on a single damn thing it promised. Not one damn thing, bro. Not one. So that is the biggest catfish game in gaming history. I don't think if you could show me another game that looked one way in previews and gaming magazines and looked totally different when you loaded that bitch up, please let me know. Please let me know. I think Fallout 76 might come close, but Red Steel was a total catfish. It was like, you are nothing like your pictures. You look nothing like your pictures. You sound nothing like you sound. You don't even play the way you showed us you played. It was the biggest catfish game ever. And unfortunately, Red Steel 2 suffered because of that. Because Red Steel 2 was a outstanding damn game. Everything was outstanding about Red Steel 2. The production value was great. The graphics were incredible, especially for the Wii. That was an incredible graphical game. And and the motion controls were goated. That was the greatest motion control game that was on the Wii. Period. And it's funny you bring up Watch Dogs because it came from the same damn company that put out Red Steel. Catfish, bro. Catfish is still. Oh, it's still. Oh man, don't get me started on that. That was just insane. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this, man. I'm looking forward to this. I'm ready to see this thing. I'm ready to see this thing. This is all I ask from Nintendo. I hope they listening to me. Hope y'all watching. Hope Doug Bowser is listening right now. This is all I ask. All I ask from you. Please, just let us voice chat like normal people. That's all I'm asking. I don't give a damn about no trophies, no achievements, none of that. I don't give a damn about none of that. Just let me voice chat like normal people. That is it. It's time to change that policy. It's outdated. This ain't 1990 anymore. Let me voice chat like normal damn people. That is it. Everything else online wise, y'all have been improving tremendously. I am very impressed in how your online functionality has improved over the last decade. Splatoon is a great example of that. You know what I mean? The way you ironed out the issues with Super Smash Brothers is a great example of that. Mario Kart was always a flawless online game. You know what I mean? Y'all made very good strides in the online space. Just let us talk like normal damn people. That's all I'm asking from you. That's it. That's all. That's my only demand. That's my only demand. Please, no more cell phone app. None of this, jumping through hoops to just chat online on games we absolutely need to chat online with. Just let me chat like normal people. Don't leave it up to the developers. Already developed the interface and the structure. Having it in the console from day one. Just let us chat like normal people. We don't want to go through 18 layers of authentication just to chat with people in a damn game. I want to plug my headset in, or I want to connect my Bluetooth and just talk. That is it. I don't want to go log into no app. I don't want to, go on no website. I don't want to dial, pound star Nintendo Switch online. I don't want to do none of that. Just let me connect and talk to people. That is it. That's all I want to do. And by the way, let us message people too. Yes, thank you for putting that in there. Let us just message people like normal people, man. Y'all had a spark when you started with the Miiverse. Miiverse that was one of the most incredible features on the Wii U. I thought for sure that was going to carry on. Y'all had a spark when you started. You created your own social platform with the Miiverse. Miiverse was amazing. Whoever came up with that idea, put them in charge of the online infrastructure of the next Switch, because Miiverse was incredible. Like, whoever developed that obviously had social interactivity and gaming in mind, and they definitely was thinking of the future. So, please, I just want to talk to people normally. I don't want to go through no app. I don't want to log into a damn thing except for my Super Nintendo Switch account. That is it. That's all I want to do. And another thing, please, for the love of God, let us have themes on our console. Please. It's been so overdue. Since the 3DS, we should have had this damn feature. For the love of God, please let us have themes. I like you little cute little damn icons y'all do for every system, every game that comes out and all that other nice shit. But please let us do themes. That's all I ask. Let me talk. Let me customize my system the way I want to customize it. Bring back a new version of Miiverse. You can call it whatever you want. I don't care. You can even bring them stupid me characters back if you want to, the big bobblehead bitches. I don't care. But just please let me let me just talk normally. That's the main thing I want to do. So now about this other topic. Now that we talked about the next generation Switch and how it correlates to everything else that goes on. I don't know if y'all see this, but 2024 is going to be a highly competitive year. One thing I noticed is that Microsoft stacked a lot of content in 2024, and I think that's where they're finally going to get their momentum at. I've seen the Switch lineup in the beginning of that year is going to be probably a little bit thin. We got a lot of stuff still coming out this year with the 2D Mario and then the remake of Mario RPG. And then I think only thing is coming out at the beginning of the next year is the Luigi Mansion remake. I like the idea of 3DS remakes. Let's keep doing that. Because there was a lot of good shit on the 3DS that don't need to die there. A lot of good shit. So outside of those three, I'm not interested in that Princess Peach garbage ass game. I think that's gonna be garbage. It looks cool. I mean, it looks nice graphically, but I think it's gonna be garbage anyway. But yeah, I don't see nothing else. I think it's gonna be we probably gonna hit a little struggle period there. The Switch they really didn't have no no struggle periods, but I think we're gonna hit a struggle period there when that year come around at the beginning of the year. It's gonna be a little bit of struggle period, but Microsoft have all their ducks in a row, bro. They have all their ducks in a row, and it's all gonna start with Starfield, obviously, coming out in a few weeks, and then you got what was the whole lineup? Because I know you got Fable, and then you have obviously oh shit. Oh, hold on a second. I'm just tearing up everything in. This is ridiculous. But yeah, you got Starfield, and then you have what am I talking about? Hellblade 2 coming out. Obviously, I talked about Perfect Dark earlier. Looking forward to that. At some point, we're going to see something from Gears. At some point, we're going to see something from Gears. But all these new games, a lot of them look pretty good. Nothing really looks like it's not going to be. Nothing looks like it's going to be a Bleeding Edge or what was that game that was garbage that just came out? Damn, I forgot the name of that game. It was pretty bad. The one with the vampires. Damn, that was so bad I forgot what the name of the damn game was. Oh yeah, Clockwork Revolution. That was the game. That's the game. I really like the look of that game, and I also like Avowed. Avowed is very different, but Clockwork Revolution looks fire, bro. Looks fire. Yeah, Redfall was trash. We're starting with Starfield. We're starting with Starfield. Redfall was garbo. That was garbo. Phil needed his ass whooped for that one. That didn't make any damn sense right there. That didn't make any sense at all. But Clockwork Revolution really shocked me. That looked like some straight fire. That looked like something that's going to be one of those sleeper hits. Like some real good sleeper hits, man. And Avowed, even though people tried to hate on it, that game looked good too. I think people expected it to look, the art style to be different, but I like the art style. It doesn't look like every other damn open world, medieval type, graphical style that you always see. They're going for something different, and it has like a varying great graphic style to it. So I think that's pretty cool too. Most importantly, it's going to be the gameplay. I think people get so caught up in the frame rate resolution thing about everything. It's like, look, man. There's only so much, graphical fidelity you can really just think about and look at it. It's like at some point gameplay has to come into the equation. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, Avowed was definitely one. Gameplay wise, it definitely looked cool. We already talked about Starfield, of course, Fable. That looked great, and they said that was in game, even though that's debatable. I don't think it was debatable. I think it was pretty obvious that was gameplay because they was playing from, you know, the gameplay perspective. But that's for another argument. Clockwork Revolution is obviously number 2 on my list, right next to Starfield. Nobody gives a damn about Forza. I don't even know how people play racers anymore in this day and age. Like, who still play racing sims? Like, it's not racing sims is like that's so PS2 N64 to me. It's like that's where it peaked. That's where racing sims peaked. Cause after that, you know what I mean. We got stuff like Need for Speed Underground and Midnight Club Dub Edition. All this off, not racing sims arcade type of games. Those that's where it's at. Like ain't nobody, Burnout stuff like that. It's like racing sims, but I guess some people they like it. You know what I mean? Gran Turismo movie. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, and that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen at a revealed at a showcase at that. So yeah, you got Forza. Like I said, Hellblade 2. I don't expect Elder Scrolls to be out. South of Midnight, that game that they showed at the last showcase, that looks really good as well. Different concept, great different graphical style. Looks really good. So that's about like 5 or 6 games right there alone. That's gonna be like, okay, yeah, I can see that. We also State of Decay 3 whenever that comes out. So when you actually look at the sheer amount of games they have in their lineup, Perfect Dark again, there we go. I forgot about that one. Just a sheer amount of games they have in the lineup. It's pretty impressive. So I think they're really going to hit. They played the long game. Let's put it like that. Phil Spencer played the long game. Microsoft played the long game, and they're gonna hit. They're gonna hit pretty good on these series of games that's coming out, and a lot of them we already seen gameplay of right now. So they're gonna come out pretty quickly, back to back to each other. So it's it's looking like they're gonna gain a lot of momentum going into 2024. Obviously, until the Super Nintendo Switch comes out. Obviously, until then. But outside of that, right? Outside of that, we got to talk about some other things. You know what I mean? Some other things. And oh man, we gotta talk about some other things. What exactly do y'all think about how Microsoft is handling their business structure right now? I've seen a lot of stuff online where people are just saying this and that, and Microsoft needs to sell Xbox and all this other stuff. It's like, I don't see it that way. I'm trying to figure out why there's always a double standard here. Why is it good for one person to do it and not for other person to do it? You know what I mean? I feel like Phil Spencer should come out on Twitter and just say, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck them. I wouldn't be shocked if he tweet that one day. Because the double standard that we have when it comes to Xbox and PlayStation is kind of ridiculous. You know what I mean? The talk has kind of died down. I'm downplaying Nintendo and their accomplishments because obviously you really can't downplay them anymore. I mean, every time they come out with a game, they knock it out the park. So it's like it's kind of crazy. But really, just the double standard, man. I don't understand. Like, people want them to do better, but they really don't want them to do better. I've came to the conclusion that they want Xbox to do good. They just don't want them to do better than PlayStation or Nintendo. That's pretty much what it is. That pretty much sums it up what they want Xbox to be. They don't want Xbox to be great. They just want them to just be serviceable and not be better than PlayStation or Nintendo. And I think that's just absolutely ridiculous. I think it's just absolutely ridiculous. I think that lineup that they haven't announced so far for the series, the Xbox Series, is pretty damn great. And once it all comes out, and it looks like a lot of it will come out very soon, back to back to each other, it could pretty much stand up against almost any lineup. To be honest with you, especially a lineup on PS5 because that lineup is not really existent right now anyway. So I just think it's crazy that the double standard is just ridiculous when it comes to these two. And it's bad when people this is how you know when a fan base is really jealous about a game. Starfield is getting the same treatment Breath of the Wild got. The same treatment Breath of the Wild got. First, he talked about the 30 frames per second, which I also always said that's a dumbass argument. People just need to let that go. There's no point. Now it's the argument about the advertising of Starfield. Like, are we being real serious here? Like, are we serious here? That's asinine as hell. That makes no sense to me. Like, a game basically looks so good that your attack tactic is the advertisement of the game. That's insane to me. That I've never seen anything like that. I never heard of anything like that in my life. So it's absurd to me. It's absurd, but nobody has a problem playing the next Spider-Man game, which looks exactly like the last one, which doesn't look like it is running on next gen hardware whatsoever, which doesn't look like it done anything to really expand into a next generation game from the last. Looks just like the same thing, but we go all get in the circle jerk about Spider-Man 2. But damn, we got to talk about Starfield in every bad manner we can. It's like, why are we doing this? I don't understand it. It's kind of crazy to me. But that's neither here or there. But we've been here for a minute though. We've been here for a minute, so I guess right now, give a little channel updated, then we could do in some super chats and answer some questions, a little Q&A. A little Q&A over some other stuff y'all want me to touch on and all that other good stuff there. So, update on this channel. Heal Truth Live will be coming to you consistently from this point forth. Ain't going to be no set day. It's just going to be when I'm ready to talk that ish and put the real gospel out there. That's what it's going to be. But it's going to be more consistently now. There will be more other content that come on this channel. A lot more short form content. As I'm able to do it. As far as that, one of those famous podcasts I used to do, it might return. It may return. On top of that, also, I'll be launching something special soon that will be associated with this channel. It's a nice little project, nice little side project. So y'all better be ready for that one right there. So now with that, hit me with those questions. Let's see what you got. I'm gonna try to answer as many as I can before I have to get out of here. It's getting it's getting kind of late on the East Coast. Any questions? Ray tracing. Pfft. Who actually gives a damn about ray tracing? Like, for real. Who cares? Who gives a damn about ray tracing, for real? Nobody. A Prime 4 reaction? I'm sure, yeah. I'll give y'all one. I doubt we're probably not gonna see that game until like June of next year. To be quite honest with you, I don't think we're gonna see anything before then at all. Damn, what in the hell? I ain't even gonna lie. I'm struggling right now. I'm struggling with this damn with this damn program because I don't forgot how to operate this damn thing. The OBS Studio. That's what I'm talking about. I forgot how to damn operate this damn thing, man. I'm messing the whole damn stream up right now. Just clicking on the wrong damn things and all this bull. Man, this thing is crazy. But yeah, how do y'all feel about E3 being canceled again? I know we way past it now, but I don't think y'all realize how important E3 was to everybody. It was an important time in gaming. It was an important time in gaming, man. Without E3, man, it's just not the same. It's not the same. We obviously can't rely on some people to do their own showcases because they will bore us to death and underwhelm us to death. But we definitely can't rely on Jeff Keighley whack ass either, because he ain't really doing nothing any better. When do you think Super Switch will launch? I think we all know what that's going to be. November 2024. Holiday season. That's it. Ain't going to be no other time. I doubt they have anything ready in time to launch in the springtime next year. It's going to be, that's too soon. Holiday 2024. That is it. That's it. That's right. E3 was the Super Bowl of gaming. It was such a spectacle. I miss that spectacle. You know what I'm saying? I miss that. I want to feel that. I liked when everybody uploaded endless E3 prediction videos, endless 3D E3 reaction videos, discussions about E3. That's when the best content always comes out on YouTube on the gaming side, when E3 was around. And you don't have that no more. It was a it was a good time for content when E3 was around. Nobody can refute that. Nobody can't deny that. Nobody can't say that ain't the case. It was a good time, especially watching reaction videos. It was always hilarious. I'm sorry, but what is that other show called? The Keeley Show. What is it called? Damn. Summer Game Fest ain't doing it. Summer Game Fest ain't doing it. And plus, gaming obviously needs a Super Bowl moment. And it's never going to feel like a Super Bowl moment unless you have collectively everybody together under the same, under the same roof, aka arena, event, convention, or whatever. It's not going to have that same feel. And obviously, we also seen that media coverage, national media coverage, major media coverage has also declined on gaming because there isn't one major convention anymore. Just isn't one. So that Super Bowl feel is definitely something I miss. I like that time of year. The excitement, the anticipation, the disappointment, the deliverance, all that. We had so many classic moments from E3. I will never forget the Microsoft conference when they first showed Kinect. Bam, there it is. That's a favorite. That's a classic line, bro. That classic line. You would never ever get used to that. Hearing the reaction for I think it was which Zelda was it? Um, I don't know if it was Skyward Sword or Twilight Princess. I forgot what E3 it was. Um, just the reaction from seeing that, seeing the first display of the Wii U and the Wii U controller, where obviously everything didn't go right when they first showed it. Missing those type of moments, bro. It's just it's crazy. I want to see that again. It's like it's without E3 we don't have those moments. I don't know why people all of a sudden over the last few years grown this hatred towards E3. I don't understand it. E3 ain't did nothing to none of y'all personally. Um, E3 was just a convention. They didn't control what happened inside of people conferences. That was up to the to the companies. So I don't know why would people hate E3 for that. You need to hate the company for that. But one thing's for certain, and two things are for sure. It ain't the same what everybody else doing in conference. It's just not the same because everybody conference is all spread the fuck out now, way too spread out now. And we don't we E3 consolidated everybody announcements into one nice little week, and we didn't have to worry about. We just knew if it happened that E3 week, if something was going to happen, it was going to happen on E3 week. That's what we knew for sure. It wasn't going to happen after. It was going to happen on E3 week, and everybody had their time frame and their day of the week, and we got a lot of good information throughout that week. And a lot of great content to watch throughout that week. And a lot of great arguments and back and forth to watch throughout that week. That's a great time. It was a great time. Anybody that says E3 needs to remain dead is, sorry, you an asinine fool. You was an asinine fool, man. It's an experience that we need to have again because people don't know how to do conferences. People just straight up rip off conferences because now Microsoft is calling their stuff direct now. So it's like, and then people obviously having conferences and showcases, on content they really could have just tweeted out on Twitter. It's like, nah, we kind of need to consolidate this stuff and put it back under one roof, which was E3. That's what we need to do. It's just simple as that. Plus, I just miss the viral moments. I miss seeing the E3 show floor, all the interviews, all the AKA journalists pressuring people that work at these companies with putting them on the spot. That's probably was my favorite thing about E3 is watching the people from companies, like the bigwigs from the companies get interviewed because they was put on the spot. They had to be put on the spot, and they had to answer questions in real time. None of this pre-recorded, pre-written speech garbage. They had to put you on the spot. It's that live element of E3 that made it so great, and why we need that back again. I would never forget how much Reggie got pressured on the E3 floor. Who was the dude? Sean Layton, how he got pressured on the E3 floor when he was the guy at Sony. Those are the best times. And we got a lot of content out of that. So we need it back. Whatever they need to do to fix it, bring it back. Because we need it back. We don't have our Super Bowl no more in gaming. We don't have it. So we got to have our Super Bowl back. We got to have our Super Bowl. We got to have our WrestleMania. We got to have our all-out situation. We don't have that more. We don't have that no more. We need it. Gamers need it. Gaming need it. We all need it. So, that's it for the day. I'm about to get out of here. I've been in here way too damn long. So, now, if you have any questions, the Q&A area right now. To be honest with you, I might go live again tomorrow because I have something else I want to talk about. when it pertains to a particular game. But I ain't gonna go off right now. I've been on here too damn long. I gotta get the hell out of here. So right now we're in the Q&A. Any questions? Go ahead. Don't be shy. Any questions for anybody besides somebody named Blandrew? That's it. That's the only person that can't ask no question. He talk too damn much. Talk way too damn much. Outside of Zelda, what am I playing? Zelda. I ain't gonna lie. I want to get on Street Fighter 6. I thought about Final Fantasy 16. I decided against it. Right now it's Tears of the Kingdom and a little bit of AEW Fight Forever. So that's what I'm playing right now. That's the only game that I'm playing outside of Zelda. That's it. It's I don't know when I'm gonna get tired of Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know when that's gonna happen. It just ain't happened yet. You know what I mean? So I've just been kind of procrastinating on purpose on actually finishing the story of the game, just doing everything else in the game. So it's but it ain't wore off yet. So I'm still hanging on to that. That might change when Madden comes out because I got that Madden itch right now. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to hold out. Last year, I did not play Madden at all. I didn't buy Madden at all. I didn't play Madden at all. So I had skipped a whole year of Madden for the first time in my gaming career because I was that mad at that franchise. Now that the franchise has absolutely taken some drastic improvements and now is on the next generation platforms, I think I could dive back in because I'm a football fanatic and I miss Madden. So when Madden comes out, I think that's probably what's going to break me. Break me out of the Zelda spell. So I did skip Madden last year. Did not play 23 at all. Didn't even play the demo. So what other game I'm looking forward to this year? Well, this is going to be a little bit controversial. I'm not looking forward to any of the Switch games that are coming out. I'm not looking forward to any of them. None of them. I can't stand 2D Mario games anymore. I was done with those for a while. Mario Wonder it doesn't do nothing for me. It really doesn't. I'm happy for all of y'all that want to do that, but go ahead. I never played Mario. No, I did play WarioWare. That was on the Wii, and that was the first and last time I will play WarioWare. So I don't care about that game coming out either. Super Mario RPG. I would be excited if it was an actual new installment for Super Mario RPG, but it's just a remake. So it's like, do I really want to? I'm kind of tired of the remakes and the remasters right now. They getting played out right now. Being straight up honest, the remakes and remasters are getting played out right now, and I'm not feeling the remakes and remasters. So it's like, it's like I don't know. I'm not looking forward to anything on the Switch. Oh, Mortal Kombat 1, absolutely, I will have that. And I'm going to buy it on the Switch again. I'm going to buy it on the Switch again just to piss people off because they're going to be mad that I bought it on the Switch. I'm buying it on the Switch again. Absolutely. Mortal Kombat 1, absolutely. Absolutely getting that again. Yeah, I'm just good on 2D Mario games. I'm kind of done. No, I mean the Peach game. It's like, I mean, it's all cute and fuzzy and stuff, but I never played the Peach. Apparently, there was a Peach game on 3DS or DS or whatnot. I never played it. I didn't even know it existed. To be honest with you, I did not know. So I don't. They didn't really show you what you do, how she works, what's the mechanics. I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like playing as Peach through an entire game. It's just not appealing to me at all. There's nothing appealing to me about it at all. You know what I mean? Maybe if she was doing some Bayonetta type shit or something like that, I don't know. But it's maybe that would change my mind. But nah, I don't. So right now it's Madden, Mortal Kombat 1, Starfield. That's where I'm at. All this 2D shit. I'm kind of just tired of the 2D games. I'm tired of the 2D games. I'm tired of the remakes. I'm tired of the remasters. Bring me some new content, please. I need new installments. You know what I mean? New games, new installments. Pinkman, I had Pinkman 3. I don't know. I'm going to put you like this. Tears of the Kingdom ruined a lot of games for me. Because of the sheer amount of stuff you can actually do in Tears of the Kingdom. So, I really, Pikmin 3 was cool. I like Pikmin 3. I played it. I beat that game. I'm just not in a Pinkman mood. I'm not in a Pinkman mood. I don't feel like doing all that strategizing with them little, furry little plant Pinkman. It's not calling me. It's not calling my name. It's just not there. At some point, maybe, I don't know. But I don't know. I'm not feeling I'm not feeling Pinkman right now. I played every last Pinkman game, but I just didn't care about this Pinkman game. You know what I mean? Tears of the Kingdom really ruined it. Breath of the Wild ruined a lot of games for me too. But Tears of the Kingdom just took it to a whole nother level. It just sometimes you look at games and be like, okay, well, this don't look as fun or interesting as what I can do in Tears of the Kingdom, so I'm gonna pass. That's pretty much how it goes now. It's like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna pass. I'll just stick to Tears of the Kingdom or something else. And you have a point. Tears of the Kingdom might ruin even Starfield, but Starfield is such a totally different experience than Tears of the Kingdom that I don't think it could. It's just a whole nother different, totally experience and realm and mechanics of a game. So, yes, Pinkman. That's what I call him. I don't give a damn what the right pronunciation of it is. I don't care. Pinkman. That is it. I don't care, bro. I just don't care. Like, I'm not trying to pronounce that. I'm not trying to pronounce that correctly. I really don't care. Pink men, okay? The word pink and the word men and together. That's it. It's like saying Super Mario or Super Mario. It's the same damn thing. I don't care what anybody says. Super Mario, Pinkman, it's the same thing. It's all the same thing. Don't start with all these semantics and all this other garbage I be doing. I don't care. I don't care. Outside of that, so yeah, we got Mortal Kombat 1, Madden 24, Starfield. That's it right now. If I happen to get a PS5, when did you? I didn't get a PS5. I don't have a Series X or a PS5. And I'm naming a lot of PS5 and Series X games. So you know what that means, doesn't you? Yeah, it's about to happen. Besides Mortal Kombat 1, I'm playing that on the Switch, and I'm going to hype it up to no end because it's going to piss people off that I'm playing it on the Switch. And I'm going to enjoy it. Mortal Kombat 11 on the Switch was spectacular, by the way. It was one of the best best third party ports on the system. Period. So I have no doubt in my mind it's going to be the same on the Switch this time. So, but I don't know. Spider-Man, I don't. If I end up getting a PS5 by that time, I guess that's the only game I can really get. If I end up getting a PS5 by that time, so I mean, there won't be nothing else to buy. But I'm telling you, Tears of the Kingdom probably ruined that game too. It's pretty bad, man. The one thing about The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and Breath of the Wild, the level of interactivity you have with the world, it really hinders you when you move on and play other games. I could not stand Elden Ring. I hated Elden Ring. Not only because of the difficulty. It was just, it didn't feel like a true open world experience anymore. After playing Breath of the Wild. Definitely didn't touch it after I played Tears of the Kingdom ever again. So I ain't even touched that game ever again. So I think I'm probably never going to complete that. But it was it's hard to actually play other games, especially if it's in the same genre or similar genre, after playing these Legend of Zelda games, because you get so used to the mechanics and how everything works and the interactivity and everything else. It's just hard to go back to the game. It was also somewhat of a transition to play Xenoblade Chronicles 3, going into that game, because I was so used to Breath of the Wild. But since that game was set up so much differently, and everything worked so differently, once you started playing, you kind of settled in, and it didn't really bother you so much. You get so used to that interactivity and that scale of, if I can see it, I can get, if I can see it, I can go to it, and Xenoblade kind of has that element to it with, only a little bit of restrictions. So, and their interactivity in Xenoblade is some of it is kind of there, but not on the level of Legend of Zelda. So it wasn't really harsh to, hard transition to get into Xenoblade Chronicles 3, when that first came out. So it's Zelda really ruined other games. It's kind of hard. It is kind of hard. I missed the question here. Damn, I missed the question. What the hell? I done missed the damn question. PC. Man, this is what can I call this? This is the No PC Zone channel. I don't give a damn about PC. I am a console guy. I will remain a console guy. I will never be a PC guy. It's never gonna happen. I don't have the patience. I don't have the time. I just like to buy my shit and play it. That is it. I don't want to worry about no graphics card, no monitor, no keyboard, no mouse. I don't want to care about the system requirements. Ain't gonna be no. I'm not doing none of that bullshit. I'm not doing none of that. PC, this is a no PC zone over here. I'm never going to be able to do it ever, because it just ruins the convenience. I want to buy something, I want to play it. I don't want to think about nothing else. It's already bad that we got to download day one patches for games like it's fucking normal. I don't want to deal with the extra PC bullshit. I ain't building shit. I ain't looking up for no damn parts. I ain't doing none of that. So that kills the PC question right there. That's just not gonna happen. What was in there? Yeah, I like Xenoblade environments. They're pretty massive and they are immersive. So that really kind of he said, "Can I add you on Steam?" I'm finna time you out for that. Can I add you on Steam, man? I'm not getting on no PC John, man. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm console king in this mug, bro. Console for life. That's it. That's it. I remember when a time where PC wasn't even part of the conversation. All of a sudden, one day, I became part of the console conversation. I don't know. I don't know how that happened. I have no idea how that happened. But I tell you this, y'all responsible for this stupid ass frame rate and resolution war. Y'all definitely responsible for that. That's still the most ignorant, asinine argument in gaming history. Why are we arguing about this? Why are we arguing about it? Because y'all let these PC nerdsels in our console circle. You know what I mean? Y'all don't let these PC nerdsels come into the console cool kids circle, and now they done messed everything up. They done messed y'all judgment up. Then the cloud somehow they made all gamers in console space have cataracts. Somehow they can see 70 frames per second now. They can notice between frame dip here and there. It's just asinine as hell. And I blame all you PC nerds for doing this. Y'all really messed up these console gamers' heads with this nonsense, man. Y'all really did. I mean, the days we played 30 frames per second with no issues, we had no problems. We love playing our Def Jam Vendetta. We love playing our Def Jam Fighter and Y. We love playing our Madden games on GameCube. You know what I mean? We love playing our fighting games on GameCube, PS2, and Xbox. Soul Calibur 2. Let me shout out that. You know what I mean? We loved all those games. We had no issues. We had no issues until we let you PC nerdsels in this circle. That's when it turned into all this damn frame rate resolution, that frame rate dip here for 4.5 seconds. Oh my God, it's terrible. It's the dumbest asinine shit I've ever experienced in my life. I hated it. I really hate it. I really hate it. It all becomes about frame rate resolution, graphical fidelity, everything. Nobody enjoys anything anymore. But on an N64, PlayStation 2, PS1 days, especially back in the Xbox, PS2, and GameCube days, we didn't give a fuck. We just played the damn games, bro. And we had some classics on that thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like Smash Brothers Melee, Def Jam games, Soul Calibur 2, which is still one of the top 5 fighters of all damn time. It's just you just ruined us, bro. You just ruined us. It was just really bad. You know what I mean? I think the most time I've ever seen people kind of argue about processing power back in those generations is when the N64 expansion pack first came out. And then it wasn't even a thing after a while. You just knew the 64 had an expansion pack that went with Perfect Dark, and I think it was also Donkey Kong 64 and a couple other games. That was it. We played our damn games, and we didn't care about the frame rate. Even back in what, we could go back to Wii 360 and PS3. We didn't really care that much then. Unless it was something that was completely broken. We didn't care that much then, boy. We played our games. We played our Mad World. We played our Bayonetta. You know what I mean? We played our Vanquish. We played our Gears of War. We definitely played the hell out of Call of Duty. Jesus Christ. We didn't care, bro. we really didn't care. But now you PC nerds and definitely Digital Foundry. Yep, them pieces of them bastards too. Just turned everybody. They just brainwashed everybody. Now everybody can't enjoy anything if it's at 30 frames per second, which is the dumbest shit ever. It makes no sense to me. None. Meanwhile, you still got games that run at 30 frames per second, breaking sales records. Meanwhile, the people that say that be the same people that be playing games on their damn mobile phone. Candy Crush and all that other bullshit. PUBG Mobile. It's like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing, man? It's just, I hate the whole frame rate argument. I hate it. It drives me nuts, bro. It drives me nuts. 30 frames is unplayable. Oh my God. Stop it. Stop it. No PC zone. That's what it is. So, if we get back to those where we just didn't care about them things, as long as the game looked beautiful, that's all we cared about. Does the graphic look good? Yep. All right. Boom. We good. We didn't care if it ran at 1080p, 720p, upscaled to 4K. We didn't care about none of that. Does the game look good? Yep. All right. We good. We're good to go. Let's play. That was it. Give a damn about the frame rate. Like we didn't care if it was 30 frames per second. Nobody gave a damn. Nobody cared. And they make the game any less enjoyable. What the hell? Man, I swear to God, bro. People don't know when to quit. All right, if that's it. Any more questions? I'm about to bounce up out of here. Speak now, forever hold your peace. Nope. I think that's it. So, yeah. All in all, to recap, PS5 Pro, stupid. It's dumb. There's no need. This generation really just started back in June. So, Xbox Takeover, potentially. You can potentially have a takeover. That 2024 lineup is essential. It's great. Starfield is going to be the Breath of the Wild of the Xbox brand. You can quote me on that. I promise you that y'all know Epic game when y'all see it. Y'all know Epic game when y'all see it. Y'all just want to admit it because it's on the Xbox. That's what that is about. Next generation Switch, the only game I accept is going to be Super Nintendo Switch. That's it. I don't want to hear Switch 2, Switch Squared. I don't want to hear no other name they come up with. Super Nintendo Switch. That's what it got to be. Get back to basics. Predictions for launch games: Metro Prime 4, Mario Kart 9. Those are the two predictions for me. And what the hell is that? Ketchup or vegetable? What does that even mean? What is ketchup or vegetable? What does that mean? Like, I don't understand that. Is that an option? Like, ketchup or vegetable? Like, what do you mean ketchup or vegetable? I don't know. But anyway, oh man, favorite ability. All of them. All of them, man. I like all the abilities. To be honest with you, I don't like one more than the other. Even though I kind of OD on the ascend ability sometimes, just to see what happens if I just go through stuff, go through the ceiling and see where I end up at. Sometimes I would just spend almost an hour just trying to ascend through stuff. It's just so crazy. Like, ooh, I wonder where this will lead me. Let me just ascend. It's like I really got to stop doing that. I've killed myself multiple times doing that because I keep forgetting that there's a different button for you to go back down than when you jump out. So yeah, I put myself in a pretty bad situation doing that sometimes. And honest with you, I'm gonna be honest with you. My favorite thing to do in Tears of the Kingdom is literally going to the Sky Rule and just free falling. That's all. I do that so much. I do that so much. Just go to the Sky Rule and free fall. I just like that sense of feeling just falling from the sky to the surface, or even to the depths below if you find a little hole or whatnot. It's just a free falling part. But yeah. Ascend, I be ascending my ass off. I'll try to ascend through every damn thing I could possibly can. Just to see what will happen. Just to see what will happen. Oh man, I think I missed a question. Nah, did I miss a question? Damn, I didn't miss a question. Nah, but yeah, that's my favorite ability. I guess you could say Ascend is my favorite ability shit. Even though I still like the other ones just as much. He said I do that. I think everybody do that, man. My thing was like, for a while, was just making the vehicles, and then I seen people make mechs, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna try to make my own mech, and then I realized it's kind of hard to make these mechs. I don't know how these people make these mechs in this game. It's kind of crazy. Um, Skateboarding. I do that. I do a lot of that in Tears of the Kingdom, just for the hell of it. Um, yeah, it's just that game has a hold on me right now. I can't shake that game. I can't shake it. Game of the year for sure, man. Game of the year for sure. Definitely the pinnacle of gaming. Definitely. Super chat here. We will get Astral Chain too. I need that. You don't struck a nerve with that one. You don't struck a nerve. Astral Chain 2. We need it. I've been calling for Astral Chain 2 since the first one came out. That was one of the greatest new IPs ever created. I need it. I need it. Actually, you know what? Now that you bring that up about Astral Chain 2, I know Platinum is still working with Nintendo, but we don't have an announced project. So that could possibly be it. Astral Chain did well enough for them to do a sequel, so I don't see why not. So Astral Chain was fire. That's one of the. It's a travesty that that game was not nominated for Game of the Year in 2019. That game was purposely underrated, and it shouldn't have been underrated like that. It's that damn good. If you have not played Astral Chain on Switch, make it your mission to play Astral Chain. Make it your mission to play Astral Chain. It's that good. I was thrown away that was something Nintendo and Platinum came up with, because that's kind of like out of that series is so edgy. That game is more edgier, and it brings the combat, the atmosphere, the world, the how they came up with that concept is pretty crazy. Where you have an action game where you control two characters at one time that basically work together seamlessly. It's just insane. Like, and the story was really damn good. The production value in that game was really damn good. I have no clue how that game, and the game wasn't rated badly. It got an average of 87. That's not a bad score at all. But the fact that that game even fell under a 90 is crazy to me. I don't know how it was even possible. That was a well polished game. That was probably some of the best voice acting in a Nintendo exclusive game, for something that's going to be their IP. It was insane. That game was insane. So if you didn't play that, make sure you go out and play that. For sure, man. Make sure you go out and play that. You got to play that, man. What's your favorite Xenoblade? Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And X is probably my second favorite. I know a lot of people are going to be like, what the hell? Xenoblade Chronicles X, even though the story was kind of, cliche, your guy didn't really talk. I would never forget that the graphic style of Xenoblade Chronicles X still looks crazy today. That game was so good. I'll never forget that first trailer where they was walking through the hangar, and then the what you would call it, the mech turned on, and he flew out in it. I'll never forget that trailer, bro. And that game was everything, bro. That game was everything. But yeah, 3 is definitely the best. That's the most polished Xenoblade game they ever released. It was the most polished. Everything was balanced. You can tell with Xenoblade Chronicles 3, they learned from the previous 3 games with Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2, and X. And and they put it all together in the perfect package in three. Like three just had great elements of everything. Yeah, scales. There we go. I don't know why I forgot they was called scales. But yeah, I used to fly around. That's all I used to do was fly around in the scales, and then when you get them powered up, it was just OD, man. When you powered them things up and you just went through the world just slicing shit, and it's like that was a good game. And I like that they soundtrack of X was better than I think the soundtrack of X was better than Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Don't get mad at me. I love Pyra, Mithra, Rex. That was a great story. All of that was a good story. You know what I mean? But that world of Xenoblade Chronicle X was just, and that soundtrack was just, that was fuego right there. That's fuego right there, boy. Um, what was the? Yeah, we got to have an Astral Chain too on the next hardware. We got to have it. But who is Oh, okay. I forgot about that. That's what I forgot to talk about. Uh, Sakurai and Smash. I guess I could go over that real quick. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, 100%. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't know what he's gonna do. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate is exactly that. The ultimate Smash Brothers game. It's literally impossible to top that. That is literally the GOAT fighting game as of today. There's no roster more deeper. There's no soundtrack more deeper. There's no features more deeper. I don't know where he goes from here. I think The Legend of Zelda is in the same spot. To do what you did with Breath of the Wild and then to top it up with Tears of the Kingdom, I think the developer said it himself. He said he's not sure where Zelda goes from here. Like, where do you go? If you make something so outstanding and it becomes the pinnacle of its genre and it becomes a pinnacle of the gaming industry, I don't know where you go from there. Smash Brothers is definitely in a harder spot than The Legend of Zelda because I don't know. I think they could come up with some other crazy element for an open world Zelda game, I'm sure. But when it comes to fighting games, this what else can you do? I don't know what else he can do with Smash Brothers at this point. Like, what can you do? The only thing he could do is fundamentally change the game mechanics, which is probably not a good idea when it comes to fighting games. So I don't know what he can do at this point. I think that's the comment Sakurai said. Is like he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Yeah, you are, because what do? You literally gave everybody everything they wanted in Smash Ultimate. What the hell are you going to do in the next Smash game? I have no idea. I can't imagine what he can do. You literally got almost every character y'all wanted. What more can he do? I don't know. I'm stumped on that one. I have no idea what he can do, bro. It ain't like you can make the roster crazy because the rosters, you make the craziest roster ever in a fighting game. Ever. And you made every fighter true to their origins and what franchise they came from. This is why I call it the Go Fighter. Ain't no fighter ever accomplished that. So I have no idea. I have no idea what he's gonna do with Smash Brothers. He jokingly said this was the end of Smash Brothers, but I think he truly felt that way because, like, what are you gonna do after that point? I don't know what he can do. Call me crazy, but Smash should go 3D. I mean, it's kind of hard for that game to go 3D because it's all about smashing people off the screen. So that would be kind of game mechanic hell right there if you really would go 3D like that for a Smash Brothers game. But I don't know what he does. Smash Brothers in the hard spot, bro. There ain't never been a roster like that in a fighting game. Zelda has an uphill battle too from where it's at going from now, but we know Zelda ain't got to come out to another game until like 7 or 8 years from now. So they got plenty of time to figure it out. Smash been out for a while, and it's going to be due in a few years that people are going to want another one, especially with a new Switch coming out. So I don't know what Sakurai's going to do. I'm just going to pray for him because sometimes you just got to leave a little bit left for people to give people the next time. He literally maxed out on everything in Smash Brothers Ultimate. He gave you everything and then some. Now there's nothing left else. There's nothing left to give you. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the hell. I have no clue. I don't know what he can do, man. I was under the impression after Smash Ultimate that Smash Brothers was pretty much done. Like, I'm talking about done to the point that we don't see Smash Brothers again until 10 to 15 years from now. You know, somebody threw out about the idea of doing a next gen version port. Yeah, I can see that, but a new installment it's a new installment is something you can do when you like developers obviously like, oh, I have all these ideas for what I could have did for, you know, as DLC or add-on or something. He literally gave you everything and threw in his kitchen sink and his health. Like, I don't know what else he can do. So he's going to have to really Smash Bros. Is going to have to take a big break, but that community is so big, you got to continue to support it. So it's like I don't that would probably be a game that probably will get a cross-gen like upgrade. And maybe he'll add something. I don't know what else he can add to it. I don't. Maybe they add a different online system or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I think Smash needs a break because when you give that much content in one game, I don't know I don't know what else you could do, bro. I don't know what else you could do. You maxed out. It's like he took Smash Brothers and he already maxed it out at 99 overall. Like it's like once you hit 99 overall, there's nothing you can do after that point. That's it. That's it. You done. Like what else you can do? There's nothing else you can do. All they can do is port that game over. What are you gonna do? Add more fighters? Like I don't think we need to add more people to the game. So I don't know. Maybe Super Smash, Super Tag Smash with 2 people. You know, honestly, to be honest with you, that might be the next step. You know, they might adopt other things from other games where, you know, you can have people. You know, you have the assist system, or you have kind of like, you know, Marvel vs. Capcom, where it's a tag type of fighter where you got 2 fighters, 2 versus 2 or 3v3 or something like that. But then will that even work for Smash though? Would people really want to do that? You know, because Smash community is so built on that 1v1, you know, style of play. Is that something they would want to accept? You know what I'm saying? So Smash is definitely in a harder spot than Zelda is. Zelda has an uphill battle, but Smash has an impossible battle because it's like you can't do the same old because you did everything. So it's like I don't know what you can do, my guy. Like I'm gonna pray for you because I mean, you lost sleep and some of your health from developing the last Smash game, so now you got to top that. Good luck, my guy. I don't know. I don't know what you want to do, bro. This is an idea I had in my head that I wish would come to fruition. I think Soul Calibur is due for a big overhaul. I love Soul Calibur. Anybody knows me, I love Soul Calibur. That is that's my number 2 fighting franchise in my heart. I love it. I think Soul Calibur is due for a makeover. I think Soul Calibur got away from itself a little bit. Really starting at 5. 4 was, you know, okay, we're going into we going in a weird direction, but we had guest characters. Da 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 da. 5, they got away from themselves. Six was still good, but it was still nothing unique and nothing too unique about it. The idea I've been having in my head forever is that I want to see Fire Emblem characters in Soul Calibur. They're perfect for Soul Calibur. It's a weapon-based fighter. Soul Calibur obviously lost some popularity in the fighting community a little bit. So I think a Nintendo exclusive Soul Calibur game that features Fire Emblem characters would absolutely be amazing. I think that would be an amazing thing. I think that would be an amazing way to, revive some life back into that franchise a little bit. That's how I feel about it. I think that's the way to go. I think those two worlds mix way better than how they tried to do Star Wars in Soul Calibur. Even though it turned out really good in Soul Calibur 4, but I think those two worlds mix way better together, and I think they can really benefit from each other. And I think Soul Calibur kind of needs to be an exclusive game now. It's like it's really taking a back seat to the resurgence of Mortal Kombat. That's when Soul Calibur popularity was really starting to change momentum. With Mortal Kombat was after 4, and then Mortal Kombat came back. That 9 was really good. That 10 was great, and 11 now it's just taking back off again. You know what I mean? People kind of forget Mortal Kombat was in the mud for a minute. After 4, Mortal Kombat was in the mud after Mortal Kombat 4, bro. It wasn't as popular as 4. That's when Soul Calibur was really the king. And then after Soul Calibur 4, then Mortal Kombat came out with that 9, and then we know 10, and then the 11 just took it to the next level. And then obviously we coming back with Mortal Kombat 1, and it's still going strong. You know what I mean? Street Fighter has resurged too. Tekken maintained its popularity throughout, and of course Smash Brothers' popularity has went through the fucking roof since Soul Calibur 4. So that's crazy. I think Soul Calibur kind of needs to become an exclusive fighter to some platform, and I think the platform of choice should be Nintendo. I think Nintendo fans appreciated Soul Calibur more than any other console fans. That's pretty obvious to me. So, yeah, I think Xenoblade characters will fit great in that universe well too. So, yeah, I love that. I love that so much, bro. Like, I love Soul Calibur. Ever since I first seen it on Dreamcast, and I couldn't afford a Dreamcast as a kid, I love Soul Calibur. Played it a little bit on Dreamcast. I had a friend that had a Dreamcast when it first came out. Then when they announced that Soul Calibur 2, and I seen that link, it was a done deal, bro. I was on the GameCube version, and I fell in love with Soul Calibur ever since then, bro. I was on every game ever since then, and I just want to see it come back to his former dominance. That's all. That's my thing. That's what I would do if I was Namco. That's, it ain't up to me. You know what I mean? They tried to put, Geralt from the fucking Witcher in it, and it was okay. It's like, nah, I think they need to continue the guest character route, but the crossover needs to be better suited characters. You know what I mean? Mortal Kombat been hitting it out the park with their crossovers with, the horror guys and, Terminator and stuff like that. Even with the DC guys that are coming into Mortal Kombat 1. Namco ain't been hitting their crossovers really good with Soul Calibur, so it just has to fit. And the popularity of Fire Emblem is through the roof. It's kind of crazy how popular Fire Emblem is now compared to where it was on the GameCube, where nobody really gave a damn about Fire Emblem at all. That's just crazy. So it's kind of crazy to see the popularity of Fire Emblem really soar after Fire Emblem Awakening on the 3DS. It really soared after that. So I think they're a perfect match for each other. That's something I would definitely love to see. I would love to see that. No, we do not. We do not need to bring back Double Dash. We do not. I do not want to do that. I like my Mario Kart with one character in the cart. Don't want to do that ever again. Ever again. Don't want to do it. I think that's the most overrated Mario Kart game ever. Is Double Dash. Yes, I played it. Yes, I had it. Yes, I did enjoy it. But damn, I really wish I had just a single guy in my cart. It just works better that way. I like it better that way. Forget all that switching and jumping between each other. I don't want to do all that. Never again with the double dash concept. Do you think Dreamcast had the best launch? No, absolutely not. It was close, but no, I don't think it did. Shoot, best launch lineup. I'm gonna put 3DS up there for best launch lineup. Shoot, oh my god, bro. Hold on, y'all gonna make me have to pull this up. I know Dreamcast had Sonic Adventure. It had Ready to Rumble boxing because I love that game too. I'm trying to remember if it had one of the 2K games at launch. Damn, I gotta look that up again, man. Just remember, I didn't own one. I had a friend that had one. Damn, what did it have on launch game? Oh man, I have to look that up. I can't remember. But I know Ready to Rumble and Sonic Adventure was one because I love that Ready to Rumble boxing. That was my game, bro. Does anybody know? I'm gonna look that up. Okay. Oh, it had Hydro Thunder. That was another good game, bro. Hydro Thunder was good. It did have NFL 2K. It had Power Stone, and it had Soul Calibur. That was a good lineup. To be honest with you, that was a good lineup. That was a good lineup. I ain't gonna lie. That was a good lineup, man. I don't know how that system failed. The Wii lineup was crazy. That was crazy. Don't talk about Pokemon in my streams. I'm on a Pokemon strike. Until I get a game that looks as good visually as Xenoblade Chronicles 3 or Dragon Quest 11, I'm done with Pokemon. I don't want to hear about Pokemon. I don't want to see Pokemon. I don't want to see the N64 trees. I don't want to see the flat grass. I don't want to see the same ass stick up my ass animations that we've been having ever since GameCube and Pokemon XD. I don't want to hear nothing about Pokemon. Pokemon to me is dead. They are dead to me. Until they get right with the gaming gods and stop putting out games that look like they belong on 3 generation consoles ago, they are dead to me. I'm done. I'm not doing it. And I feel sorry for y'all that keep accepting this mediocre garbage they've been putting out. I'm done. I don't want to hear nothing about Pokemon. When they reveal Pokemon and it looks good as a Monster Hunter, a Dragon Quest, or a Xenoblade, then I will pay attention. Until then, I don't give a damn. I don't care. I'm gonna give you the Stephen A. Smith. I'm gonna be real with you right now. We don't care. We don't care. I don't care. I don't care what they announce. I don't care what feature they announce. I don't even care if they said every Pokemon ever created. We finna create triple the Pokemon. I don't care. If it looks like it runs on my damn 3DS, I don't want it. I'm not paying attention. It's just simple as that. I'm not. It's just y'all already got me with Pokemon Shield. I bought that. I bought that piece of garbage, and I beat that piece of garbage. And it didn't make any sense that there was no strides from Pokemon Sword and Shield to Arceus, whatever the fuck that game was called, to the last Pokemon game that came out. It's unacceptable. Pokemon still can't physically touch each other, and it's 2023. We've been imaginary boxing with Pokemon since the Game Boy. Why can't we physically touch each other if this is a game that has combat between fictional, mystical fucking creatures. Why we can't touch each other? Why are we still jabbing the air and this imaginary little particle hits the other guy standing 2 feet away from me? What is going on? We still have the same animations for damn moves that we had back on the GameCube. Why? It doesn't make any sense to me. There's no reason for it. It's unacceptable. I'm tired of y'all accepting this garbage. And I'm just a hater. I'm just a hater. That's all I hear. No, I'm not a hater. I just think it's blasphemous, my guy. Like, it's not. It shouldn't even be up for discussion why y'all accept this shit. It's not. It's unacceptable. It's absolutely unacceptable. You know what I mean? It's like turning in an essay paper with a bunch of fluff paragraphs. It's like turning in an essay paper and you wrote your letters extra big to take up most of the page. That's basically what they're doing. It's just all fluff and it's nothing there. It's like, hey, we just gonna just throw stuff out. It's like, nah, bro. You gotta give me something. You gotta show me something. And I'm done until they show me something. I'm done. I'm good just watching, people play the old games and just reminisce off that. And just one day, we will be able for our Pokemon to physically touch each other when they battle. One fucking day we'll be able to do that. It's one day the characters in the game won't look like they from an anime back in 1980. It's just like, one day that will happen. Who knows? But we know today ain't the day. And Pokken Tournament is really not a Pokemon game. That was a game developed by Namco. And even they had Pokemon touching each other. So it's like, that was generations ago. So it's like, I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to hear nothing about Pokemon. I just don't utter the word poke to me because I will go off. It's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing that I had to actually get in arguments with people about Pokemon. It's embarrassing that people continue to defend Pokemon. It's embarrassing that people continue to buy Pokemon in the state that this is in. It's just embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing. Pokemon is in as bad state or as worse state than Madden is in. It's a problem when Madden is in a better state than Pokemon. That's just embarrassing. I might as well throw Call of Duty in there at this point. At least they tried to show you something new in Call of Duty. They try. You know what I'm saying? At least in Madden, they'll take a feature away and give it back to you 2 years later like it's new or something. Like, it's like Pokemon, they're not even trying to do anything. It's literally copy, paste, slap some new colors on it. And be like, ooh, we did a good job. No, you didn't. You didn't do a good job. You didn't do a good job. My Pokemon is still hopping to do tackle. Like he did back on the Game Boy Advance. It's unacceptable in 2023. With all this processing power, if I do the move tackle, my Pokemon should not just vibrate in place and a magical fucking wave hit the other Pokemon 2 feet away. It should not happen like that. It's ridiculous. I don't want to do it. Y'all don't understand the potential of this franchise on how epic it can actually be if it actually played like a modern game. Just think about that. If Pokemon played like an actual modern game, if the combat was anywhere as excited and engaging and advanced and modernized, let's just use Monster Hunter, for example. Do you know how epic that game would be? If it even had a graphic style like that, that would probably be one of the greatest games ever created. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. You know what I mean? They just want me to, select tackle from a drop-down menu. Then my Pokemon do the Harlem fucking shake. And then next thing you know, a little imaginary wave goes and hit the other Pokemon 2 feet away. I'm tired of doing that. I did that for decades. I want to see people put hands on people. I want to see Pokemon put hands on Pokemon. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see none of this same old animation shit. I don't want to see flat fucking grass. I don't want to see N64 trees. I don't want to see draw distances like I'm playing an open world game from N64. Like, I don't want to see that. Like, this is unacceptable, bro. It's just unacceptable. Period. Now it done made me go on a rant about Pokemon. I done missed the next question. What was the next question, man? I'm done, bro. I'm so done with Pokemon. It's just every time I hear Pokemon, I just frown. It's like I smelled shit. It's like somebody just took a huge shit or just farted every time I hear the word Pokemon. It's just ugh. Just turn my nose up. Ugh, man. It's like, man, ugh. Don't get me started on that, bro. I'm just done. Nah, I'm just so done with Pokemon. Like, y'all think I'm playing. I'm so serious. I'm being 100 with y'all. Pokemon don't exist to me right now. It doesn't. It doesn't even exist. I pay it no mind. It's like if news come out, I just scroll right by it. I don't even look at nothing. I don't look at nothing. I don't think about it. It doesn't even exist to me anymore. Just that simple. That's how I feel about it. That's the way I feel about it right now. It's just terrible. It's in a terrible state. Hopefully it get fixed soon. Hopefully. But I ain't holding my breath. I'm gonna just let y'all enjoy that mediocre garbage. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy that. See how much y'all enjoy that shit. Cause I don't. I'm still mad I paid $60 for that Pokemon Shield. I'm still upset about that. It was not worth $60 at all. And that's something you don't say about a Nintendo game. It was not worth $60 at all. It's terrible. Any other questions before I get out of here? Yeah, of course, Juice Man Vaughn laughing. Oh man, I took it easy on Pokemon today. I didn't want to start screaming and all other craziness. I didn't want to do all that. Pokemon just don't exist to me, bro. It just don't. It's not. Pokemon is not even in my vocabulary anymore. Like, it's been deleted out of my brain. Like, the word don't exist. Like, my brain can't even calculate Poke. It's not even in there. It's done. It's done to me. It's dead. It's dead. It's down. It's in the dirt. It's 10 feet under. Pokemon to me is like Sonic. It's dead. It's dead. You know what? I ain't even gonna disrespect Sonic like that because he just put out 2 fire ass movies. I'm not even gonna disrespect him. I think he's on the up and up, man. I think for the first time in about 10 years, I have hope for Sonic. I think he can actually, I think Sega is competent enough now to actually develop a good Sonic game. A good 3D Sonic game. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Crawford and Spence fight. I didn't watch it. I just watched the highlights on Twitter like everybody else when it was over. I don't even know how people still buy. I don't know how people still buy boxing pay-per-views. Just wait till it's over. You can see the whole damn thing on Twitter. That's the whole point. Like, that's the most exciting part about watching a boxing fight is just watching the reactions on Twitter. So I didn't watch it. I mean, I didn't really care for them to, not no shade or anything. Like, I just didn't really care for those two as the fighters. Like, one thing boxing is missing, the reason why MMA is taking over and the reason why, my profession in wrestling is surging again is because the boxers have no personality. You know what I mean? You, they have no personality. There's no personality. There's nothing that makes you want to watch. Um, I'm pretty sure a lot of people watch the fight or whatnot, but they never have lasting power. You usually have a big fight in boxing. The next thing you know, you don't hear nothing or nobody talk about boxing for months into another fight. And I think this what supports my argument is the rise of the Paul brothers. Like if boxing biggest attraction is Jake Paul, that should tell you enough. The state of boxing, bro. That's the state of boxing, man. It's just I didn't care. I care more about watching Jake Paul fight than Spence and Crawford, which is insane. That's just insane for me to think that even comes out my mouth, but that's where we're at. That's where we're at with boxing. We don't have the Floyd Mayweathers no more. We don't have the Manny Pacquiao's, you know. We kind of don't have Deontay Wilder anymore either. So he was probably the only character that really interested me too in boxing. So it's like, boxing is what it is, just boxing. It's kind of like whatever. It just happens when it happens. What do I want from the Switch successor? I want Metroid Prime 4. I don't know if he was in here, but I went on a rant about voice chat and messaging. I just want standard messaging and standard voice chat already native to the console. Don't want to do no app no more. I just want to talk normally, message normally. That's it. That's all I want. I know Nintendo is going to deliver on the game front, so I ain't worried about that too much at all. Just give me the standard features that I need. Just give me the standard features that I need. That's it. That's what I need. I don't know. I wouldn't say that. We know it's a hybrid console. Would it need an SSD? Being a hybrid console, I don't know. I don't know if it would actually need one, but it just depends on how the hybrid console is developed. And since Nvidia is back with them again, I'm not too worried about the capabilities of this system. So, and we already have confirmation that third parties already have development kits. So, if they already have them, they kind of, you know what I mean. I think a lot of people really underestimated the statement that came from the Microsoft FTC case, where they guaranteed content in what was it? What they said? Content in quality parity for the Call of Duty on the Nintendo platform. So that sounds like to me they already got a development kit over there in the Call of Duty studios. So they already, if a Call of Duty studio is already guaranteeing content and quality parity as other counterparts, then I don't think we have really nothing to worry about, no matter what's in the system, because that's something they have never done, ever. They've never said anything like that. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll let y'all argue about the specs of the system and all that other garbage. But SSD is nice, because when you know the capabilities of it, but is it necessary? Who knows? So it's like I said, it's more than one way to skin a cat when it comes to these technical specs of a system. So. But being a hybrid system, we'll see what they end up doing. We'll see what they end up doing. I don't think nobody needs to worry about third party support on the next gen Switch. The third party support on Switch has been way better than Nintendo has had in a long time, since the GameCube. So I think more people are still piling on, even as we go into the ending of the Switch. More third parties are still piling on, getting their stuff on there. So I don't think they're going to be hesitant like they was before. I think they learned a lesson from the anomaly that was the Wii U, and they're never going to have second downs ever again. Because the Switch really humbled a lot of these people, a lot of these third party developers. So I don't think we're gonna have an issue with that. I don't. I think the third party support here on the Switch is pretty good to me. Obviously, it kind of stands out a little bit because you kind of got the heavy hitter ones like Call of Duty, Madden, that are not there, but you still got pretty big ones like NBA 2K, which continues to do well on Switch, like Mortal Kombat's NBA 2K, Witcher, stuff like that. It's like I don't think it's gonna be, I don't think it's gonna be an issue at all. And I'm just basing that straight off of what Activision and said out of the Call of Duty deal. Like, they're not going to sign a 10-year contract if they're going to have an issue putting the game on the system. That's just that simple. They're not going to do that. And they're not going to make the statement they're made. So, and Call of Duty is one of the biggest players in the third party space. So, if Call of Duty's there from day one, you best to believe everybody else is going to follow suit. You best to believe that. We seen Capcom is update support tremendously, even giving Switch exclusive games. Even if they didn't want to take the time to put games natively on the system, they put out a lot of cloud-based games. So it's like I don't think there's going to be an issue with third-party support. I know that scares a lot of people who are PlayStation and Xbox loyalists because if Nintendo gets 100% equal third party support out of the gate, like Microsoft and PlayStation, that puts PlayStation and Microsoft in a really tough spot because that's something they always relied on over the last couple of generations to have an edge over Nintendo platform. If that edge is not there no more, that can change everything. That could change everything. And just imagine, and obviously all the Sony ponies and peasants and the Xbox in the chat are trembling right now. That's watching this video. But just imagine, the Nintendo console was already unstoppable without 100% third party support. So just imagine if it has 100% third party support with content and quality parity out the gate, plus their lineup. That's hard to beat. That's hard to beat for any competitor. That's a tough out, to be honest with you. That is tough. I mean, every single game being on a Nintendo platform out of the gate from the jump with content and quality parity, that's tough. That's tough because then again, what's going to separate all the consoles is going to be the exclusive content, and Nintendo has the greatest exclusive content on the planet. They can't be beating that. So, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. So, yeah, I would say it would be a wrap for somebody, but Microsoft buying Activision and Bethesda really helped them a lot. I mean, and buying all these studios really helped them. So it really solidified them to stay in this for quite a long time. And this is why Sony fought tooth and nail for it not to happen. So, because they kind of figured that, yeah, once they make these two acquisitions, they're going to be here for a long time. They're not going nowhere. So, at the end of the day, these companies are still competitors to each other no matter what they say. Especially Sony, who just thinks everybody's not a damn competitor. So, but they still are competitors to each other. So it's like it's gonna be weird to see how it goes when you get that third party support that's pretty strong out the gate, and everything is just not missing the next Switch console. So that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy. Yeah, so that's gonna be crazy. What was the next question? What was the next question, boy? Damn, I done closed the chat box by accident. Oh my god. This what happens when you don't stream for 2 damn years. You just fuck up everything. This is just crazy. This is insane, man. Damn. All right, what? All right, I got it back up now. Oh man. Oh man. Speaking of Rockstar, man. Hope that GTA 6 finally comes. Hey man, yeah, just imagine, man. Just paint this picture, right? Nintendo Switch, Super Nintendo Switch comes out, launch lineup, Metroid Prime 4, Mario Kart 9, Madden, Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto 6. Just imagine because I think with so much we've seen out of Grand Theft Auto 6 when it leaked, and that was a long time ago now. I think a 2024 release of that game is pretty possible, because obviously they've been working on it for a long time from what we've seen out those leaks. So, but man, like just imagine if that's a launch lineup for for a Nintendo console. That would be. Because that's the only really the thing that's really missing is like it's just those really mega big hitters. Like if you got Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, Madden, day one, that's just nasty. Like that's just nasty. I don't even know how that's. I don't even know how you compete against something like that. You know what I mean? That would be something crazy. Yeah, you know what I mean. I kind of got my intuitions that Grand Theft Auto 6 will probably be a next year game. Obviously, it'll be holiday. I don't think they will launch it any other. They could launch anytime they want to, honestly, but I think that would be a holiday next year game. Just going off the leaks of what we seen a while ago, it looked like they was really far along in that game, just polishing. So, yeah, this is a live stream. You're not seeing things. Your eyes are not deceiving you. It's not a mirage. It is a live stream. It is a live stream, but yeah, that would be nasty. That would be nasty. I think that would be the that would be the avalanche. If if everything is if all the rumors are true about the Super Switch, the next gen Switch, and those three dominoes fall, it's pretty much a done deal. And what the three dominoes are is Madden, Call of Duty, which we already know Call of Duty is already confirmed. So Madden and Grand Theft Auto. That's it's a done deal at that point. It's a done deal. They selling another 100 million consoles, so that's it. Cause people gonna come for the Nintendo exclusives anyway. But if you got that on your system, it's saying it's a done deal at that. That's it. One thing I do hope is that Fortnite finally dies off. I'm tired of Fortnite. I don't want to see no more Fortnite. Yeah, GTA ain't been on a Nintendo console since when? Shit, man. Was it Chinatown Wars on the DS? That was the last one, right? Well, no, they released the what you call it? Didn't they release a remaster recently? Yeah, they did release that remaster recently, didn't they? I forgot about that, but yeah, yeah, they did. What was the name of that? The old GT game. Yeah, it was like a remaster collection. So Rockstar's already showing they'll put their stuff on Nintendo platforms already. So it's but yeah, like games that came out on time was the last one for the Nintendo platform was the Chinatown Wars on the DS. It was exclusive too. I think they released it later on the PlayStation, like years later. But yeah, that's kind of wild that they even got Rockstar to make that game. When you think about it, like, what led to them even making that deal, where they made a GTA Chinatown Wars? Like that was crazy. I remember when that first was announced. I was like, "What the hell?" Grand Theft Auto exclusive on the DS. What is going on, my guy? Um, but yeah, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. Wasn't that game was re-released on some other system? I cannot remember, man. I don't know where it released on. I can't remember, but it was re-released. It definitely was. Oh snap! Oh snap! But yeah, as far as like a brand new Grand Theft Auto being released on Nintendo platform, yeah, that would be the first one. That would be the first one. That would be the first one. As far as the specs of the next Switch, I'm not gonna get into all this chipset stuff that everybody like to put it on. Damn, I forgot about the PS Vita. I forgot that was even a thing. I forgot that was even a thing, bruh. Oh my god, PS Vita, bruh. Oh man, what a major floposaurus that was. Damn. Hell no. Y'all remember that slogan for PS Vita? Oh man, they had the little black kid, and what was that dude? What was that dude that was always in their commercials, but he ain't with them no more? Damn, what was that guy name? He always made the funny commercials, man. I forgot him, but yeah, that was the biggest flop I've ever seen, bro. But yeah, I ain't gonna get into too much in the specs thing. I just think this thing is gonna be way more powerful than you think. I'm expecting it to be able to do 4K. That's what I'm expecting. Um, as far as how much RAM and space will be in it, I don't know. You kind of got to understand it is a hybrid console, so this thing has to be highly portable. Unless there's some new tech out there that I'm not aware about, because I'm not tech savvy on chipsets and all this other stuff and all that other stuff. But this thing has to be portable, which means it can't weigh 8,000 damn pounds. Um, and it has to be portable and affordable. Um, I think it's going to be the most expensive one they ever had, but we ain't talking about no $500 $600 hybrid console. That's just not going to be it. So unless there's some technology out there that I don't know about, but we'll see. You know what I mean? Um, we'll see what happens. Um, but I think 4K is definitely doable. I think 4K is definitely doable. I think the tech out there is for it. Tech 4K portable mode that can be questionable, but docked, I don't think. I think that's already a shoe in. Honestly, to be honest with you, in docked mode. But so we know it's a hybrid. So I'm happy about that because I didn't want to go back to just being a living room console. It needs to be a hybrid, bro. It needs to be a hybrid. Yeah, GTA Chinatown Wars was released on the PSP. Oh man, the PSP had the worst game CD cartridge thing ever. That was the ugliest shit I've ever seen. I don't even know how people played that thing, yo. I don't know how they did it, but I don't know, bro. Oh man, yeah, $399, $350, $400, $350, $400. That's what we're gonna look at. That's what we're probably gonna be at. That's probably gonna be at. No doubt about that. Launching with Call of Duty and Metroid Prime 4, Mario Kart 9. That's where we at. $400. I'm buying that. I'm buying it. That's a no brainer right there. That's a no brainer. That's a guaranteed sale from me. I'm taking that. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Well, that's about it right now for this. We about to end this live stream. Uh, been on here for a long ass time, boy. This is the longest I streamed in a while, boy. I guess it was kind of worth it because I ain't streamed in like 2 years, so y'all got an hour for each year I was gone. Yeah, I got an hour for each year I've been gone, so hell, I guess it was. I guess it was needed. I guess it was needed. Can't complain. But I'm about to get up out of here. Everybody stay easy. Um, all you Sony peasants, kiss my ass. You know, or you Xbox, y'all could do the same as well. Um, all the Nintendo gods watching this stream, y'all my blood. Y'all like my brothers to me. You know what I mean? You know, we run this thing around here. And you know what? You know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be done. Fuck Pokemon.